Good evening, everyone. Welcome to part two of the journey of overcoming joint pain. Sorry about the lateness. I am quite new to YouTube, so I'm learning a lot and I'm a little nervous about, doing it. So it's been a process for me. So in my quest to learn more about these YouTube streets, how to work it and how to do it, I go listening to so many people, and I came across this guy. His name is Sean Kennel from Think Media, and I really like his stuff. He sounds very authentic, and he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And one of the most powerful things he said is you just gotta hit record and go. Press record and go, and that's what I did. And not only him, there's just a lot of other content creators here that I learned a lot from. They just do their thing. They don't let themselves get scared. And so they're all an inspiration to me, and it's on that I'm proceeding with this. So now I'll get into it. So let's get into the second part. Now, movement. A common thing that you'll always hear any practitioner tell you, physical therapist, is you have to move. But how do you move when you have pain? Answer for me was supplementation. Supplementation. I want to discuss the supplements that I use to help ease pain and also enhance movement. Here they are. But before I get into that, let me tell you why I'm talking about the supplements. Because initially I was using the supplements and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. But after talking with numerous other people going through the same thing, they insisted on things like glucosamine, curcumin, and I gave them a try, and I started getting success because what I found out was the quality. The issue is the quality of what you're using. And if it's not a good quality, it's going to be ineffective. Now, in an ideal world, I kind of prefer herbs and plants and on our nutrition. But the experts say that we're not getting enough. We need additional things, and it also depends on our environment. And in polluted environments, we need more fortification, and that's where the supplements come in. So here they are. The first thing I started off with was things pertaining to pain. And turmeric is one of the things that were recommended, and I was using them and was not having any good results until I tried Gaia. There was another product I chose, but I chose Gaia. Gaia is very, very good. And also, let me issue this disclaimer if I didn't say it before. I'm not a doctor. I'm not offering any kind of healing methods. Always go to your doctor, of course. I'm just expressing and sharing my journey, and if it can be a help to anyone else. So a good quality, because other brands that I was using, I didn't see any results until I started using this brand. So here is one of such. The second thing that I used, the next supplement was glucosamine. Now, I had tried glucosamine in the past. It was no good. Again, when talking with others with similar issues, they kept on insisting on glucosamine. A friend of mine recommended a particular brand, so I went to do some research. Actually, I went to go look for the brand that she had talked about. But when I was doing my research looking on Amazon, I kept seeing this one particular brand, and it was getting so many good reviews. And I had used it about several years ago. And what I noticed was immediate change in stiffness. I didn't have the stiffness I had. Now, the pain, I still was dealing with the pain, but probably had more weight then and definitely more inflammation from the way I was eating. So I decided, let me just go with what I had used before and what was getting the best reviews. And while I was reading the different testimonials, people talked about the number of capsules that they took and that made a difference. They said to take 3 capsules twice, especially in the beginning. And I did this. And what I noticed is that by the 3rd day, I started seeing that I could put more pressure on the knee that was giving me problem. I was no longer limping. So that did the trick. And this is a good quality glucosamine. So that's why I'm recommending these. These are expensive, no doubt, but we don't want inexpensive, ineffective supplements. We want what's effective. So if it costs, it's worth it to alleviate one of the pain. The final supplement I want to talk about, and also to prove my point about quality, is vitamin D by this particular brand, Mega Foods. And this is what really solidified why it's so important. I was taking vitamin D. They talk about how extremely it's one of the most important supplements and why it's causing problems and numerous issues in people, the deficiency. And I was taking vitamin D, both the ones the doctor recommended, the ones that the doctor gives you in the office, or that they prescribe to you, and then the over-counter vitamin D. I was taking this, and my vitamin D levels still continued to remain low. And I kind of started to accept that. So when I get my groceries delivered, so when getting it delivered, when I'm doing my shopping, I saw vitamin D. I had run out. Normally, I wouldn't have gotten it because, Whole Foods tends to be on the pricey side. But again, in this quest to get the best, supposedly organic, the best food, that's where I should get my groceries. And so I saw the vitamin D there since I ran out, and I didn't want to take any chances. I said, let me just get this for the sake of getting it. At least it's going to be delivered to my door. I don't have to go through the pain of going downstairs to go pick it up. And I just started using it. So I get my thyroid checked, and I'm expecting with my blood, because I do a full workup, and I'm expecting that the blood results will have a low vitamin D, because that's always the case. Much to my surprise, my vitamin D levels were normal. So I just thought, okay, maybe I'm just lucky. When I had to take a test the 3 months down the line, vitamin D is normal, and it's been normal ever since. And what this just said to me is that the quality is so important. And I did not get good results until I started taking Mega Foods. So this really showed me that sometimes we think stuff are ineffective. It could be because what we're being sold is not potent. It's not the best. As I said, I think that nutrition, my belief is nutrition from the trees, the herbs and the plants are the best, but they say that some of this food that is grown is not grown in nutrient-dense soil, so we're not getting the best. And with evolution and changes and man tampering with stuff, we're not getting everything we're supposed to get. So this supplement goes a long way. Speaking of natural, another tip I'd like to recommend is bone broth. In my research and my travels, I've heard a lot about bone broth. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about bone broth. It's become very popular. But bone broth is said to have natural glucosamine in it. The gelatin in it seems to be very effective for regeneration. This is not what I'm saying. This is what for the sake of being clear, let's just say it's very soothing. It seems to find many people report that there is a cushion. So I started using bone broth. I make my own. I don't buy anyone's bone broth. I go to the farmer's market, I get the bones, and I make them myself. And the reason I put this lady's channel, Mary's Nest, is that I really like her. She sounds like she really knows what she's talking about. Now, you can learn from anyone. I listen to a lot of people, and they also were good. I usually listen to about 4 to 5 different people. They all were good. But I kind of like Mary. She's, something very warm and like she's really experienced and not just regurgitating, what anyone else is saying. And I remember making this, and I had 2 cups, and the following morning my knees felt it was like I never had any problems. So this is the most natural form. Different things work for different people. That can be effective. It might be effective on its own. It might be effective in addition. So that's all I have. Just wanted to share this. What's your experience? Please share your experience. What have you used? What has helped you? Let's make this community. Each one teach one, each one help one. And so we can get to a more satisfying and fulfilling life. Like, subscribe, comment, and share this to someone who may find the information useful. Thank you.